Hello everyone, this is Hakaym and welcome back to some more World of Warships, and today we are taking a look at the Tier 7 German Battleship Premium, the Scharnhorst. And I really wish I could say I like this ship. I really do. But I don't like this ship. In my honest opinion, and I spent God, how many hours? I spent probably a good 8 hours trying to get a good game with the Scharnhorst. And I've died so many times trying to get that good game, and it is just downright unbelievable. Now, before we get going, let's just look at stats. Let's take a look how the ship looks out on paper. Survivability, 56,300. Not bad. It's not the greatest by far, but not the worst. Armor, 25 to 350 millimeters. Okay. It's okay. But torpedo protection, 24%. Yeah. We're going to skip the guns right now. Let's just go back to that, because the guns are something unique about it. Torpedoes, you have two, one on each side. Triple barrel, triple tubes, 6 kilometers. Torpedo speed is really nice, 64 knots. Not bad. Damage, you're looking at around 13,700. So definitely not. You're not going to be taking out, battleships full health. You'll have to take them out when they're very low on health, so do keep that in mind. Like I said, not bad as far as speed and range. AA defense, manageable. It's okay. You have 10 20 millimeters, 5 20 millimeters, 8 dual 37 millimeters, and your secondaries are fantastic. 105, you have 7 of these. So yes, they're actually pretty decent. They'll do 128 average damage per second. So pretty good. Maneuverability, she's fast. 30 knots, a little bit faster than Turpets. Turning circle radius is it's okay, to say the very least. But the rudder shift time, 11.6 seconds. 11.6 seconds. That is quick. So if you compare it to like the Fuso, which has 12 seconds. So yes, a little bit faster than the Fuso, but for a tier 7, that's fantastic. Concealment is 15.2 by sea and 12.4. It's okay. Alright, let's take a look at the guns. Now, the guns, main guns, there's good sides and there's bad sides. So you have 3 triple 283 millimeter guns. 283. So very small shells. Very small. Reload time is fantastic. 20 seconds. Very quick. Very nice. Turn time on the turrets. 25 seconds. Very quick. They turn like a cruiser. And that's pretty much how the Scharnhorst was built to take on cruisers. This is designed to take out cruisers. And I would love to say that I've taken out so many cruisers with the Scharnhorst. No, I haven't. I've had the worst luck. And it all comes down to this. Maximum dispersion, 242 meters for max range at 19.9 kilometers. These shells, the RNGesus is horrible in this thing. It goes every which way. And I like I said, I tried about 8 hours of just trying to get a good game. I have a decent game. But before I show you that replay, I'm gonna show you what I'm talking about. I was firing at Pepsi Cola. You'll see it in a replay. We'll show that quickly. Secondary guns, 105 millimeters. Not bad. And let's see, you had 4 150 meters and 4 dual 150 meters. So secondaries are really nice. Now when I took my Scharnhorst out, I had my Turpets captain, which is a 13-point captain. So I had advanced firing training. Now, one thing I should point out at the guns is max HE damage is 3,200% or 200%, 3,200 damage, 20% fire chance, and I don't really have that luck on fire chance. Max AP damage 7,600. Not bad. It's not the greatest. It's not like a battleship. Obviously, it's smaller shells, so it doesn't do that big of a damage roll. Velocity is fast, 890 meters per second. Very quick shells. But once again, it comes down to the dispersion, and as you probably will see in the replay, it goes every which way but where you point. And in all honesty, and as usual, I probably should point out, normal modules, this is what I normally do for battleships, so nothing really has changed. Now, if I were to give my honest opinion on this, I would say it's not worth the $47. No, I am very I don't want to say upset. I'm very annoyed at spending the $47 and getting this. I really, really, really would love to love this ship. I would love to love this ship. I mean, it's a fantastic ship. It has very unique guns, very fast reload time. But I spent 8 hours trying to get one good game, and yeah, all right. I know I'm kind of bitching here, so I'm gonna go ahead and show off the replays, and I'll let you guys decide on whether or not what you think of it. Maybe it's my playing style. Like I said, I had someone actually like, it's not the ship, it's the player's inadequacy. I've been playing for over a year, and this is just the worst thing it's like an Ismo before the buff to the Ismo. It's like an Ismo all over again, and everyone should know how much I hated the Ismo. Alrighty, let's go ahead and get the replay going. So I will see you guys in just a second. As you saw there, the salvo did minimal amount of damage. I did penetrate, but didn't hit anything. Now watch this Pensacola. He is currently broadside. Fairly broadside to us. Got a penetration, kind of over-penetrated. Kind of turn in and try to bring all guns to bear. And once again, kind of right below the gun casement. And did about 2,000 points of damage. Once again, over-penetrated and did a minor penetration. So look at those shells. I mean, yeah, I'm doing minor damage, but I'm not getting a citadel. And I really there, yeah, granted he did turn in, so I completely understand that. But it's just aggravating as to why he was fully broadside and I could not penetrate him to save my life. But I'm just gonna go ahead to the next replay where we actually do a battle and we actually have a decent game with the Scharnhorst. So I will see you guys there. Alright everyone, welcome back to a actual good-ish game. This is probably actually the best game I've had in the Scharnhorst after all those matches, and after seeing the replay again with the Pensacola and going through all those battles of me dying, it's just aggravating as to just the almost incompetency of the ship. So we are playing on estuaries again, and I hate this map. I've started to hate it like straits. On our team, we have Independence, Turbot, 2 Scharnhorst, New Mexico, Fuso, Pensacola, Indianapolis, Fubuki, Mahan, and 2 Farraguts. On the enemy team, there's Arujo, North Carolina. And look at this. Look how close this actually came. And I don't know if that New Mexico was spotted. But that was super close. Nagato, Dunkirk, Bayern, Pensacola, ARP, Miyoko, Furutaka, Benson, Farragut, and Amutsuki. So, teams are fairly even. And we are currently moving on the the east side of the map. We have a New Mexico, I believe, joining us. Plus, there's 2 frigates in front of us, and we'll see how this goes. So, I just really wish I could, say, yeah, this ship is totally worth it. Not like the Otago, I would probably recommend, or actually probably the Otago is the only one I can really think of off the top of my head. The Grimanoshki, if that was in stores, I would buy that up in a heartbeat. That is a really good little destroyer. So a ARP Miyoko does appear out of the blue. Let's see if we can get a Citadel on him. And I don't know how well these shots will go. Got a penetration, did no damage, which makes no sense. Pensacola showing us a nice little broadside. Guns are about reloaded, and that's really one good thing about the guns are the high reload rate. It looks like he is going to take some torpedoes. We get 3,000 points of damage, and he does go down to the friendly Farragut. Good job. So, I do slow up, I'm behind this island trying not to get focused on, because the armor on the Scharnhorst is kind of bad, and we instantly get lit by 2 fires by, I believe there's an enemy Atlanta that is currently behind the island, or actually, no, I'm sorry, by the ARP Miyoko. I don't know what I'm talking about. I'm really tired right now. I've been up since about 4 o'clock this morning, and it is currently 12:24 a.m. on the next day. So we do fire on the Miyoko. 1 shell does land and give us a nice little citadel. Very nice. Something I don't see very often in the Scharnhorst. As you can see, I am yawning quite heavily, so I'll try to keep that to a minimum. So please do forgive me if you hear random places in the video. I am probably currently yawning, so I'll try to keep that a minimum. I do turn bow in, trying to stay behind this island, because if you notice, there are a Scharnhorst, a Nagato, North Carolina, all right south of us. And keep an eye on this North Carolina. For some odd reason, he likes his high explosive, and he becomes extremely annoying. As you can see, I get instantly lit by his salvo. Oh, that's one thing I have to say. You get caught on fire a lot in this. Maybe it's just because I'm, been playing this so many battles today, and I really did try. I tried my best. I'm gonna keep trying it because I want to actually see the ship become really good. I want to figure it out. I've been trying different ways to play it. I've been trying aggressive. I've been trying semi-passive, and that Miyoko is really becoming bothersome, especially with all those fires. So we're lit again. We're gonna have to wait till our damage control or the fire goes out, which the fire will go out before our damage control is up and going. So took a shot Took a shot at the ARP Miyoko. Yeah, do some minor damage. Trying not to get in line of fire right now by that Scharnhorst. He did take a shot at us, but fortunately we slowed down. And we get hit once more by the North Carolina, and he destroys our torpedo tubes on our port side. That's another thing, is the torpedo tubes tend to get destroyed fairly easily. As you will see later in this match, what will happen. Now that almost makes it up for the Scharnhorst. 2 Citadels took out the Miyoko. I felt good. I was like, yes, yes, it's actually turning around. It's actually turning around. Oh, this North Carolina is pissing me off. He fired another salvo. Catches us on fire again. And granted, yes, I probably would agree in that circumstance because I am not broadside. But still so annoying. So, did take a shot at the Nagato. We got about 5, almost 6,000 points of damage. Not bad. I mean, not bad at all. But the east side is pretty much failing. The New Mexico, I think he is trying his best, but it's not really enough. Especially with this Nagato firing HE. This Nagato's firing HE for some odd reason too. I mean, good for him. He's actually being kind of smart, but what if that New Mexico turns and you have the wrong ammo type? It's that trade-off. Now, keep trying my luck against this Nagato. Mr. Nagato. Mr. Roboto. And I'm sorry. I'm tired. I'm starting to get a little loopy here. So, instead we turn our attention on the enemy Scharnhorst, and hopefully we can get a nice salvo in. Our team on the east side, on the other hand, is doing a fantastic job. We're actually winning on the east side, the west side. Wow. You would think my directions would be a little bit better. So, Nagato has turned in, not showing me a broadside, so I do decide to switch over to HE, and hopefully we can get some fires, hopefully we can do some damage. Even with the HE, this ship, it just underperforms. So, salvo goes out, falls a little short. We do take out his steering. Alright, that's not bad, but it wasn't like he was really going anywhere. And it looks like he was actually backing up. Probably because he actually knew the, I believe it's a Farragut. No, sorry. There's a Mahan over there that was actually firing those torpedoes. This Mahan does a really decent job. He's currently actually gonna take out, I believe, the Nagato here soon. And hopefully we get a fire or something. We got a fire, finally. And oh crap, there's torpedo planes. Can we try to dodge this? Okay, cross dropped us, so I'm probably gonna take at least two torpedoes. And oh, we actually get the kill on the Nagato, and I actually took 3 torpedoes. Fortunately, we had damage control up and ready, so we don't have to worry about flooding. But with the Nagato down, all we have to worry about is the Scharnhorst. And the North Carolina is actually still to the southeast of us. Probably going to be firing HE. That is going to be my guess, because that's what he has been doing. Actually, no, he actually was smart and switched to AP. Wow. I am utterly shocked by this precedent. Mahan gets probably a little bit too close to this enemy Scharnhorst, and is currently taking secondary fire and goes down. Oh, okay. Well, it's Scharnhorst and a North Carolina versus me. Hopefully things won't go bad. Now, our team did really well. The west side team did really well. They took out almost all the enemy team, and all that's left on the enemy team is the North Carolina and the Scharnhorst. Hopefully we can do some damage. Now, I do comment in chat, I'm like, kill this North Carolina. He is becoming bothersome. And I really don't know what our team is doing. It's like you have the west side taken care of. You should really push for the cap then and there. But they kind of lollygag. I don't know. I don't know. So decided to actually turn in, and probably previously we lost our other torpedoes on our starboard side, which is just aggravating. So I have no torpedoes to spare. No torpedoes. Would love to use them against this Scharnhorst. As you will see, we will get fairly close to him. So now we're just trading blows between each other. We're switching between HE and AP, and that's the beautiful benefit of the Scharnhorst, is that high rate of fire. So you can always switch between. You don't always have to wait those additional seconds that you normally would see in like battleships. Still a little slow compared to, say, cruisers, but I mean, it could be worse. And we get another fire, very nice, and he gets another fire, of course. Of course. So I do switch to AP because he's starting to show more of a broadside. Hoping to do maybe get a Citadel. But I've yet to get a Citadel on either a Scharnhorst or a Battleship. Now, I did not remember the range on the torpedoes, and fortunately I slowed up beforehand and I was able to dodge those torpedoes fairly easily, so I will consider myself lucky. And essentially it's really coming down to the wire. If I had torpedoes, I would have sent them out and possibly killed him before he kills me. Now, showing a nice big broadside, and like this, the Scharnhorst does pretty well. Fire our salvo, take him out, he fires his, and takes us out. Dang. So that was our third kill of the game. We did 103,946 points of damage, 3 citadels, 4 incapacitation, 69 hits, 4 plane shot downs, 4 fires, and 4 secondary hits. So this probably was, or so far, has been my best battle with the Scharnhorst. And I really, really wish I could say, you know, she's a great ship. Oh, you should definitely get her. Totally worth it. $40-some for her. I don't. I can't. I would recommend to save your money. But yeah, I don't recommend this ship at all. I don't think it's worth that 47. Now, if you're a collector, go for it. All means, do what you want. But if you're wanting a ship that's fun and reliable, go for something else. Go for the Otago or something. But the Scharnhorst, just, for me, it underperforms. But I'm actually going to end this video here. So if you like what you saw, hit the like and subscribe button. You guys have a great and fantastic day. Hopefully a lot better than mine. Zaijian.